Emma, look at the weather outside right now. We are driving through a very deep valley and the weather is changing incredibly fast. Just 30 minutes ago, it was perfectly sunny and clear. But now there is a very thick grey fog rolling over the hills and covering the highway. I have to turn on my special fog lights just to see the road ahead of us.
I see it, Alex. The thick fog is completely hiding the trees and the mountains. It looks very mysterious and a little bit spooky. It looks like the beginning of a classic detective movie. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the passenger seat, and welcome to English Joyride. I am your co-host, Emma, broadcasting to you from a very foggy, mysterious highway somewhere in the countryside.
Hello everyone, I am Alex, your driver. Welcome to episode 3 of our B1 Intermediate series. Yes, driving in heavy fog requires a lot of concentration. You cannot see very far in front of the car, so you have to slow down, look very carefully at the shadows, and try to guess what is hiding in the mist.
That is absolutely true. When you cannot see things clearly, your brain naturally tries to fill in the missing information. You look at small clues, and you try to make logical guesses. You become a detective. And believe it or not, there is a very specific, advanced set of grammar rules in English designed exactly for this situation.
Really? Grammar for being a detective? I know a lot about medical science, but I am very excited to learn about this.
Yes! As an English teacher, I love this lesson. Today, our wonderful listeners are going to learn about modals of deduction. That sounds like a very scary academic grammar term, but it is actually very simple. We use these special words when we are not 100% sure about something, so we look at the evidence and make a logical guess.
We are going to learn how to use the words must be, might be, could be, and can't be to solve mysteries on the road. Listen carefully to our conversation today. Emma and I are going to look out the window into the fog, play a detective game, and try to guess the secrets of the people traveling around us.
Okay, Alex, since we have to drive slowly through this heavy fog, let's play the detective game. We will look at the cars passing us or the buildings on the side of the road, and we will try to deduce or guess what is happening using the clues. I will go first. Look at that car speeding past us on the left.
Wow, he is driving very fast despite the terrible weather. It is a bright red, very expensive luxury sports car. What are your deductions, Detective Emma?
Well, let's look at the evidence. The car is incredibly expensive. Therefore, the driver must be very rich. He must have a high-paying job. But look closely at the driver through the window. He is wearing a black tuxedo, a white shirt, and a bow tie. Why is he wearing a tuxedo on a Tuesday afternoon?
He might be going to a fancy wedding. Or he could be a famous actor going to a movie premiere. But wait, he looks very stressed and he is looking at his watch every 5 seconds.
Good observation. If he is looking at his watch and driving too fast, he must be late for something very important. He can't be driving just for fun. He is definitely in a huge hurry.
I love this game. Okay, my turn. Keep your eyes on the right side of the road. Look at that massive, old, dark stone house sitting on top of the hill. It looks like a castle from a horror movie. What do you think about that house?
Oh, that is a creepy house. Well, look at the yard. The grass is completely overgrown, the windows are broken, and the paint is peeling off the walls. No one is taking care of it. Therefore, the house must be empty. It must be completely abandoned. I am sure no one lives there.
Wait a second, Emma. Look closer. Look at the tall stone chimney on the roof. There is dark grey smoke coming out of the chimney.
Oh my goodness, you are right. I didn't see the smoke. Well, if there is smoke coming from the chimney, there is a fire inside. If there is a fire inside, the house can't be empty. Someone must be living inside that creepy old place.
Who do you think lives there?
It might be an old artist who wants to be alone. Or it could be a crazy scientist doing secret experiments. We will never know because we are driving away. But playing the detective game makes a foggy, slow drive so much more interesting.
That was a brilliant game. We solved some mysteries on the highway. Now, Emma, put on your English teacher hat. Let's explain the vocabulary and the specific grammar rules we just used.
I would love to. First, let's look at the vocabulary. We used the word evidence. Evidence means the facts, clues, or signs that help you prove something. For example, smoke from a chimney is evidence of a fire. We also use the word deduce. To deduce means to use logic and evidence to form a conclusion. That is exactly what detectives do.
Now, let's dive into the grammar. Modals of deduction. We use these specific helping words to show how sure or certain we are about a guess. There are 3 levels of certainty.
Let's start with level 1. Almost 100% sure. Positive. When you look at the evidence and you feel completely sure that something is true, you use must be.
The car is very expensive. The driver must be rich. He is looking at his watch. He must be late. We are not guessing wildly. We are making a strong, logical conclusion.
Now, level 2. 50% sure. When you are just guessing, and it is only a possibility, you use might be, maybe, or could be. They all mean exactly the same thing.
He might be going to a wedding. He could be a famous actor. We don't have enough evidence to be sure, so we use these words to show possibility.
Finally, level 3. Almost 100% sure. Negative. This is the tricky part. When you look at the evidence and you feel completely sure that something is false or impossible, you use can't be.
Yes, pay close attention to this, listeners. The opposite of must be is must not be. If you are sure something is impossible, you use can't be.
There is smoke coming from the chimney. The house can't be empty. He is driving a $1 million car. He can't be a poor student. It is a logical impossibility based on the facts in front of us.
Okay, everyone, before we finish today's foggy joyride, let's do our rapid review section. We are going to quickly summarize the B1 rules so they stay permanently in your memory.
Let's review the modals of deduction. Rule number 1. If you are 99% sure something is true because of the evidence, use must be. She has a stethoscope around her neck. She must be a doctor.
Rule number 2. If you are only 50% sure, and it is just a possible guess, use might be or could be. Someone is knocking on the door. It might be the mailman.
Rule number 3. The most important rule. If you are 99% sure something is false or impossible, use can't be. Do not use mustn't. You just ate a huge pizza. You can't be hungry again.
Fantastic! You just finished episode 3 of the B1 level. That is absolutely brilliant. You learned how to look at clues, make logical deductions, and use must be, might be, and can't be like a native speaker.
Using these words correctly makes you sound incredibly fluent. Your homework for today is to be a detective. Go down to the comments section right now and solve a mystery for us using deduction.
Yes, here is your clue. Imagine you see a man walking down the street. He is wearing shorts and a t-shirt, but he is carrying a large umbrella. Write 2 sentences guessing why.
For example, he might be crazy. Or, he must be expecting rain later today. We absolutely can't wait to read your detective work in the comments.
If this English Joyride is helping you level up, please hit the red subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Every like helps our podcast grow.
The fog is finally starting to clear up and the sun is coming out again. We survived the mysterious highway. Thank you so much for riding with us today.
See you next time on the English Joyride. Goodbye, everyone.